guys have a better sense of maybe who you are going into this season as opposed to last year in terms of what the identity of this team's going to look like?
Yes, sir, we do. Mostly it was growth and maturity. Uh, we we took like last year, we took everything, and even though we was freshmen, so like this year now we know what to expect more, and we just taking it and running with it.
Hard though to go from most team schedules they play non-conference games and it sort of builds up to certain opponents and you don't have that luxury this year. So how do you kind of get these guys that haven't played together with you guys at all, let alone an ACC game? How do you help get them ready?
Uh, that was usually we just used that as for the summer. Like this summer, we did a lot of team bonding. Like we used the Italy trip for it was a team bonding trip, but usually it was for all the guys to get to know each other, play with each other, get the feel for each other. So we should be good.
Do you like opening up with an ACC opponent?
Yeah, that's a big test. It's good to have a big test for the first game to see where the team is at as ones, but it's a big jump.
Dees, you've talked a lot. You and the rest of the your coaches and your players have talked about kind of this maturity, emotional growth, mental growth. How has your game grown physically though? What have you changed from last year to make yourself a little more?
I changed a lot last year from making myself more of a threat of shooting the ball from outside and inside, mid range, uh, just doing it every all the aspects like the little things that coach be preaching about. So I'm doing everything that I possibly could just to that I didn't do last year this year.
Have there been any specific moments where you and Xavier and Trey, either in practice or in the locker room, have shown your leadership and maybe pulled guys aside and gave them not to talking to, but advice or encouragement?
Yes, sir. We did it with the freshmen this year. Like last year, we didn't have more of a leadership last year coming in, so we really didn't have nobody like we could look up to as more. But now this year, like we have the leadership role, so we could bring in like when the freshmen come in, we could tell them like the right and wrong and stuff like that we didn't have the big brother figure we didn't have when we came in.
Do you guys feel like you're the big brothers?
Yes, sir. They look up to us a lot. Yes, sir.
But looking back to that Florida State game last year, you guys pulled off a big win. I mean, what do you take away from that, and what do you kind of remember from that game?
I just remember it was a dogfight the whole time from tip. That it's a competitive team, so like we gotta come out like every center like we gotta click every like there's no mental lapse or nothing like because anything the game can go back and forth, but it could turn around quick. So like this year, like we just our main focus is to keep our head on the swivel and just keep it pushing.
Was it eye-opening to see a team with that amount of size for the first time?
Oh yes, sir. Florida State was most like the biggest team we played. So like it was more of an eye opening because we haven't played as nobody that big besides Syracuse in the zone. But Florida State is a more physical, bigger team than most opponents we played against.
In that game last year, I think you were the leading rebounder along with the 7'4" guy.
Yes, sir.
Is that going to be the key again? Is it to at least even out the rebounding battle with a team that has a size advantage?
Yes, sir. That's the goal for the whole year. The coach preached about that. Like, if we get rebounds, we could beat a lot of teams down the court because our team is this year is is faster. So we could just anybody get a rebound, like we could just go and beat anybody down the floor. So that's the main key is to box out, get rebounds, and win the game.
Is that tempo, the higher pace, something you're hoping you guys do a little more this season?
Yes, sir. It's more of a last year we couldn't really do it as much because we didn't have a lot of versatile guys. But this year we have a lot of versatile guys like Justin, we got Gerald. So and we have some newcomers as well, like transfers and stuff like that. Like Murph, knockdown shooter. So like we have a lot of players like we could space the floor, we could just get it and go. So
How have the coaching staff stressed communication on defense and specifically with rebounding?
it's an everyday thing. Like there's no talk. It's like you're not helping your guy. Like you got to talk at all times. They let the defender know like you have help. It's like so that's big key on defense. You got to communicate. If it's something not working, you got to fix the problem. So you got to communicate through that.
I know you haven't played much yet this year, but how do you feel you guys are doing on that front compared to last season?
We're doing it's like last year we had a lot of older guys, so like they knew to talk more. But like our younger guys, like they have like minute laps, like not talking sometimes, but they know what they're doing. But they coming along very well on defense, to communicating and coming out their shell. So.
What's it? Oh,
No, go ahead.
what's it like playing in a big game here? And with all the new things, new uniforms, new look. I mean, how excited are you to kind of showcase that in front of the national TV?
It's very exciting. Like we've been preaching about this for a long time, like since the summer in Italy. It's just the atmosphere is crazy here. It's like the zoo, it gets you fired up. Like and then all the new colors we have now, the colors. It's beautiful. Like we just want to bring a first big W in the new colors and the new arena. So.
You're not the biggest guy out there, but you're an effective rebounder. I mean, do you feel like it's important for you to kind of set a tone for everybody else on sort of the effort it takes to be effective at that end?
Yes, sir. That's what coaches preach a lot. It's not about the size; it's about the heart. So like you got to do the little things, the dirty work. So the dirty work is the rebound, fight against big opponents, and I feel like that's what I try to do every night. So if I'm not doing that, I'm not doing my job. So. And that's the effect on everybody else on the team. So
You always been like that?
always been like that ever since I was little, like in high school as well. Like I always have to be able to like rebound. If you don't rebound, you can't get the ball. So like you can't go on offense and stuff like that. So